knows everything in order to run XSplit.
No, I will. Well, I had the chat up too. I can just do that. Apologize for that technical difficulties there, guys. Okay, so can you guys see? Oh, hey, Adobe.
Okay, yeah, it looks like everything's in order.
Sweet. Let me just run through my levels again, make sure they didn't get flip-flopped during that whole event. Okay. Yeah, we seem to be good. I'm going to implement the new black screen art that Dave or Jeff has given us. As talented as he is with all these splash screens, let me just find that real quick and I'll put that up for you guys to look at. Mostly just because I want it whenever I'm trying to do something. And we're going to jump into this game as fast as the next game, after we confirm that Sanger has gotten his code.
Yeah, he's gotten it.
Alright, cool.
In fact, he's saying he's going to be in the States, so we might meet up. Go grab some lunch or some beers.
Sweet.
Yeah, so, Simone, is he going to do another one, or do we need to find a host?
I'm not 100%.
No, he's not on, so we need to find a host here. So somebody's got to step up.
Ice says he will host our games for us.
Okay, Ice, go ahead and start it up, and invite me and Hacha. Sweet. Oh my god, you guys.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, there we go. Let me just save this one more time because it doesn't seem to be appearing anywhere. Okay. I'm gonna get this to work. Open. Okay, remove this one. Yeah! Isn't that amazing? Thank you, Jeff. You're awesome.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah. And I do have,
Alright, so let's try to balance these teams out. Can we get Charon to switch sides, or something?
yeah. We want these teams balanced so it's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in its own way, Darius jumping from person to person.
You need to join the game, Hacha. You're being remiss in your duties, playing with... Why is that up?
What? You told
That's
me
for
to
when you were having... No, why is the stay classy thing up?
Oh,
it's
I forgot to switch scenes. Okay, okay, get it.
God, you're so bad.
Okay. I have nowhere to put my... Okay. Minimize that.
Okay, so Sanger's confirming his receipt of the RP. So I hope you use that to buy a better skin for Garen.
Yeah.
Because the Commando skin, come on, dude, that's pretty lame.
Yeah.
That's actually the only Garen skin I don't have. I have all of the others.
And thank you to Sia Steve for sending me summoner spell blockers for when we're in Champion Select. I will implement those some other time. Probably next stream, or next time I stream these Community 5v5, so I thank you again for that.
Why would we want to do that?
Because it just, I don't know, it helps. More professional, right?
If you're going to be a mid-Sona, then, you know, be a mid-Sona. Man up.
And I believe I have what? Go ahead.
Also, he just joined the game. Akazone, I believe it's your birthday. So happy birthday to Akazone. I'm probably saying that wrong. Akazone.
Happy birthday to Akazone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy birthday to you.
Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Happy birthday, dear Akazone. That's where you're supposed to sing the Spanish part. But yeah, dude.
Oh, sorry, no hablo español.
Yeah.
No hablo español.
No,
Transmitido en español en SAP. I never knew what SAP was, like SAP. Like, you know how it says that on TV shows?
Yeah.
Like, I don't even know what it is.
Okay, so I think Jeff wanted me to put this teaser up. Is that correct? The teaser thing? The link. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did you want me to put that up for everyone to look at?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Cool. Alright. So I'm just going to let you guys, let those of you that have been here a while, just let this sink in. Yeah. Things that might be happening soon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeff has been slaving away, trying to redo the website to make it a little more pro. So there's a little preview of something that might resemble this. I like the background. It looks like the back of like a playing card.
Yeah.
You know?
But the clouds. Alright, guys.
No, not the clouds. Goosebumps. Alright, Ice, start the game.
Start the game.
Empezamos. Necesitamos empezar rápido.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't care if they're not ready. They can finish getting ready in Team Select.
There we go. Had to get to the bottom. Aaron McGurd, Patertos. But yeah, we're gonna be jumping in this as soon as Ice hits the start button. Gonna bring you another game. Let me just make sure I'm recording. I am.
So what did we get up to? What was that peak?
85.
Nice.
Yeah. SAP stands for Secondary Audio Programming. It says foots.
You're McGay.
Okay. So, is this game here going to be the last game of the night? Or are we going to continue on?
It's up to you, man.
I would go into tomorrow.
It is tomorrow where I am, and where you are.
Yeah, exactly. I would go into tomorrow, so I think...
Yes, that was the theme song to Doug. Na 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 na. Patty mayonnaise, man, too hot. Hey, funny. Roger.
Doug. Are we talking about the same Doug, that cartoon?
Yes.
In the 90s? Oh, wow. Nostalgia.
Yeah, Quail Man. Dude, my favorite was the mayor. After, like, every time he said something, he'd say, vote for me.
Alright, well, since we're talking about nostalgia, I'll get my nostalgia radio up. No. No.
No, 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 no. Ooh, fiery. That sounds very good. Hot dogs. I think I saw like an SNL skit. It was like the Food Network After Dark. And they were like putting hot dogs onto hot dog buns. And like yeah, there you go. You're welcome. Yeah, so that Eve was a big disappointment, Ice. like you gave first blood, didn't he? Somebody did, but ugh.
Sounds saucy. Nice.
Saucy. That's a good one. You're Mingahead.
Zero.
Hey, Hacha.
Yeah.
You know what people love to see when they tune into our stream?
What?
They love to see people setting up a game. Like for like 20 minutes. It's like the most exciting thing in the world.
Dude, it is. And you know what? It's gonna be recorded too.
I know. Like you can just watch it. Like, you know, take your iPad to the toilet. You can watch it. There you go. Oh,
it started. All right.
Darius first ban.
Darius. He's gonna start getting banned again in these community games where he took a break really from the ban pool.
Yeah, he did. But then people. That's what I think. Lately with League of Legends, what they've been doing is they put out the new champion who's even more OP, and it like makes people forget about the last one.
Varus.
Yeah. I think Varus is still OP. You know, but Darius came out and everyone's like, "Oh my God, Darius! You're my guy." Oh, Sanger bought Rugged Garen. Nice choice.
Nice.
Good. You earned that Rugged Garen skin, man.
Yeah, you did. Ice gonna pick up Gangplank. Ice likes Gangplank, and I know he's played him a lot before. Nazna's back in the game. He performed really. He was the undead Darius.
Yep.
Undying Darius.
Yep. He got the achievement for not dying in a game. I'm sure that's the first time that's ever happened. Oh God, please play Wukong.
I hate that champion so much.
I hate him too.
I'm so glad he isn't played.
Yep. I think Wukong's OP. Man, they started the OP-ness back then. because we had Wukong. Who was after Wukong? I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't either. It's been a while. I can always look up the timeline. Swindles, I just started playing Irelia, dumbest champ ever. Oh yeah, guys, if you have any questions in the chat while picks and bans are being thrown out, go ahead and ask us and we'll answer. Just go through some bans, even though you can probably read. You have Darius, Draven, Alistar, Kayle, Shen, and Blitzcrank. And then once all the champions are picked, we can go over some lane matchups.
After Wukong was Skarner. And then Talon. And then Riven. And then Xerath. And then Graves.
Release Graves.
Shyvana Fizz. Volibear. Ahri. Victor. Sejuani.
That's a good one. Okay, so Summer Winds asked, even though it probably has been asked, I don't remember. What are your favorite champions in each of the roles that you play? You can start.
Me?
Yeah.
Well, my favorite champions are never like the best champions, so I'd have to say I really like Sejuani jungle. I really like Hecarim jungle. I think they're really fun to play, even though they're not top tier on Elements list. AD, I still like Ashe. I mean, I think Ashe is really good. I like Varus. I play Graves sometimes when I feel like I don't want to try. And I haven't played Vayne in a while. I should probably start playing Vayne again, but I don't know. I'd probably say Ashe for AD. And that's pretty much mid. I'm still LeBlanc. I love LeBlanc. What about you?
Favorite carry is Corki, because he's the only one I can play. And my favorite supports are...
You have quote marks around that can, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to say
the only one I can play.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm going to admit to that. Favorite supports are Alistar and Blitzcrank, and Soraka when I don't feel like trying. Mid, I enjoy Ryze a lot. I absolutely love Ryze. And Veigar. Veigar's a lot of fun. Jungle, I've been jungling Lee Sin a lot lately. And I've always liked Lee Sin. I've just never I've never been good with him. I never took the time to get good with him. And I'm actually doing that 100-game challenge with him. I'm at 4.
I noticed that on your little note there.
Yeah. I'm 3 for 1. And yeah, I like him a lot. Jungle-wise, also, I like Hecarim. And I like Amumu. I would say I like Trundle. But I just don't play him as much as I used to. I hit level 30, so I stopped playing him.
Yeah, and what's funny is I've seen a lot of people put, like, Bring the Noise, for example, has 6 of 100 games of Eve. You know, a lot of people have caught on to this, my 100-game challenge. We're actually going to probably talk about it on the next episode. To sort of give us a better idea of what we could do to help improve. But anyway, let's look at these teams. We've got Gangplank Cho. I love Cho in the jungle. I think Jungle Cho is awesome.
Yeah.
Because like you get the boots first, and with movement speed quints, you're really fast. And then like who can one-on-one Cho? Like Cho might not kill you, but you're not going to kill him. You know. So if you try to counter jungle against him, which Amumu's probably not going to do, Cho can survive until his teammates show up.
Either that, or he just noms your face in.
Yeah.
Or just stands there while you auto attack his wraiths or something. Because he just doesn't care. He's one of those champions that just doesn't care.
Yeah, and if you think about, like, if you never played Cho and like the first time you play him, he's just like go for the never die mode. Like, start just stacking your ult and buying a GA. You can do all of that in the jungle while supporting your team with ganks. Teemo top versus a Xin Zhao with the new Xin Zhao. I don't know how that's going to work out.
I don't either.
We'll have to see. We have another Morgana mid. Yay! This time going against an Ahri. It's always fun.
Ahri, I've seen her do well. I've seen her do well against Morgana, and at the same time, I've seen Morganas do very well against Ahris.
Yeah.
So that's just because Morgana.
Yeah.
And in bottom lane, we have a Sivir and a Soraka, and a Graves and a Gangplank.
Yeah. Yeah, Sivir would be pretty good because Gangplank won't be able to spam his parlay at her that much because of Spell Shield, and Soraka will just feed her mana so that she can Q over and over. And early game, Sivir's Boomerang Blade, if she's ruined correctly, it just does so much damage. And yeah, so look for Purple Team to push bottom. Because while Cho is really good in the jungle, I don't think his ganks are quite as strong as Mumu's. Just because his Q is really hard to hit.
Yeah.
But here we go into the game.
To counterpoint that, with 100 game Lee Sin, I'm probably gonna stop, or at least slow down, as soon as Zyra comes out, because that's who I'm gonna learn how to play. I'm going to do my 100 game challenge on Zyra as soon as she's released. And that's going to be awesome.
Yeah, you and everyone else.
No, I mean, I'm going to stick with it.
Yeah.
Just saying. I swear, I'm going to go to the gym in January, and I'm going to stick with it. It's my New Year's resolution.
I think I remember the Richard Pryor stand-up where he's talking about how cocaine was not addictive. He's had friends who've quit like a dozen times. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
This time you mean it, right?
Yeah. I mean it.
Like, how can you even say that? You never even played her. She just
cool.
looks cool. So?
Yeah. She looks shiny.
I could put what if I put out the best champion in the world that was just like a yellow block?
Dude, that'd be awesome. I would play the hell out of that yellow block.
We'd call him Yellow Block. Like, he wouldn't even have a name. He'd just be Yellow Block.
And he's just true damage with all of his abilities, and they have no cooldowns. And you just spam them.
His passive is that his summoner abilities have no cooldown. Mm-hmm. So he just flashes everywhere and does true damage.
And his name will be Dr. Horrible.
Spans 5 ignites.
Yeah.
He has no other abilities. Just he can use summoners as often as he wants. Call him Yellow Block.
Alright, pretty standard start. Sivir going for that Doran's. Boomerang Blade's gonna hurt a lot if she can land it.
And of course, the first skin for Yellow Block would be a companion cube.
Oh my god. It'd be magical.
It'd have it'd be a white block with a heart on the side.
Yeah. But you have to worry about
How about, and Yellow Block also does no damage to minions. Like, it's impossible for him to damage minions. Okay, back to the game. Blue team set up in defensive position here, expecting an invade, or at least defending against it. But with Cho and Amumu, they both need blue, and that's kind of canceling each other out.
Yeah. No one wants to risk that.
There's another skin idea. Dice could be a
Lego
die. Lego block. Yes. Oh my god, why don't we have Lego League of Legends? There's Lego everything else.
I know. And Lego Batman's fun. So Star Wars.
I prefer Lego Indiana Jones. Wasn't that the first one? I don't know.
Yeah, Star Wars.
I know there's this site that does Bible stories with Legos. That's absolutely hilarious. I think it's called Lego Bible.
I have to check that out.
It's really funny.
So this
But it's like all the Old Testament stories that are, full of killing and,
scary.
scary, yeah. All right, so not anything happening yet.
No, just some basic
Timo
exchanges.
putting some poison down on Xin Zhao. He's just sitting there taking it. Boomerang Blade doing some damage to Gangplank. Yeah, Xin Zhao's already spent half his health getting last hits. That's the thing Timo does, is he forces you, if you're melee, you have to spend health every time you want to get a last hit, and you can't keep up with that. Amumu hanging out mid with that blue buff. You don't often see a level 2 Amumu. Ooh, nice charm from Ari. If he can get the bandage. I don't think he has... Does he not have it yet?
No, he doesn't. He just got it.
He just got level 3.
Oh!
And first blood on...
what a dive.
on
And
the
ignite.
Soraka.
If he gets hit by a boomerang, oh god.
Oh my god, that almost was a double kill for Sivir.
Yeah.
But still, Graves picking up the first blood. That's going to give him a little bit of an advantage. Yeah, but to set up for a level 2 Mumu gank and not have bandage, that doesn't... I don't get
know.
it.
Maybe Ari landed her charm and he was saying wait for lasses, because right after that engage, oh man, Ari's dropping really low from that ignite. She needs to back off a little bit. And, oh, the dark binding almost lands. The charm goes out though, and the orb of deception.
Oh, he had bandage that time, but
Yeah.
Morgana flashed out of the way.
My prediction, or I think what happened was Amumu was saying that he could just stay there for another last hit, because he did. He got bandaged right as that engage ended. And
Yep.
the charm landed early, and it just kind of baited him out to run out there.
Xin Zhao being forced back here by the Timo. He's down 15 to 6 CS. If he can farm next to the tower, it's not going to be that big of a deal. But he's not really doing that either.
Mumu's coming in though. If you can land the bandage toss, this is really dead. Oh man, that Q damage is doing so much to Timo. He's gonna flash out. He's moving really fast, but he uses his E to close the gap.
That's how you counter Flash, guys. With Flash. Flash counters Flash. OP.
OP. Flash gap closer.
Yep.
OP. Darkski bottom. Farm-wise, you got 19 to 11, but Darkski, no, they both have a kill, kind of neck and neck for now. We'll see how that turns out. Sivir's notorious for her high damage output early. Cho'Gath taking over top lane for Timo while he backs, or while he's dead, sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, Soraka placing wards. Both wards doing a good job keeping it ward. Oh, nice spell shield on that parlay. And that's just feeding Sivir mana. But spell shield has a pretty long cooldown. She can't... There's no way she can spell shield every parlay.
But she can mitigate some of it.
Yeah, I think about every other one. Let's see, the cooldown on spell shield is 21 seconds, while the cooldown on parlay is 4 seconds.
So you can block one, but then get hit by 5 more.
Yeah.
Ooh, the crit on the Soraka. That was a lot of damage, but the boomerang blade as well. Really chunking him down. She's gonna throw out the ricochet. It's gonna bounce around.
Yep. Joe is creeping around like a gentleman. Gotta be really good skin. He's coming bottom. But purple team, Soraka, that's her second pink ward she's bought. When she died earlier, she went back and bought a pink ward, both in the lane bush and in that bush. And that's something that I disagree with wholeheartedly. Do you see that Sivir boomerang blading the bush?
Yeah.
Okay, what that does is that tells the enemy jungler that you see them. If you don't tell them that you see them, then they waste a bunch of time sitting there.
Yes, I completely agree with you. And the if you've ever been in a solo queue game, hold on a moment. There's an exchange top lane. Teemo's getting rocked, and then mid as well. Spell shield goes out, mitigates damage. Anyway, you've been in a solo queue game where someone, you know, comes for a gank. You have a ward there, and then in all chat, it's just like, I see you, ha.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I always tell them, I'm like, why would you do that? They waste so much time sitting there.
Yeah, they waste time. Also, you could be setting up for a counter gank. Your jungler could be showing up, and yeah. So, don't tell them that you know where they are.
And when you say it out loud, it doesn't even make sense. Oh, the ultimate's coming out of Ahri. That's going to be a dead Morgana.
Yep.
Spirit Rush.
That's one thing, is that if Morgana misses her Dark Binding, Ahri's just going to dance around until she's dead.
The Boomerang Blade kind of chunking Darcy down there, but the the Buckshot going out as well.
But the thing is, though, that Sivir can afford that trade. I mean, Graves has no healing. He's got to support Gangplank. Sivir can afford to take the damage. Oh.
Joe kind of being a gentleman there, watching Teemo die. Yeah, and if he can get him down low enough, this could be a feast kill. No, he's going to have to back out.
Let's see, Feast level 1, now it's on cooldown. He used it on a minion, he's got a stack of it. So it does 300 at level 1. I don't think Zen was anywhere near 300 health. Well, actually he is. Right now he's got 380.
Trading going down bottom, Buckshot gets thrown out, Sivir's at half health now, but Gangplank got hurt quite a bit.
Yeah.
Joe's in a bad place. Nice flash to dodge that Banish Toss and Charm.
Yeah, that spell shield is nice, but don't hang around too much there, Morgana. Oh, missing the Dark Binding.
That Orb of Deception hitting them all. For that true damage when it comes back. I think people forget about that when they're trading with her. That
big level 6. Here comes an ult. Oh, Cho goes down almost immediately. But Morgana's going to pick up the kill on Amumu and hopefully survive this assault from Ahri. She can get another Dark Binding. She misses the charm. The charm hitting with a spell shield down, followed by an Orb of Deception.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You have to hit that as Morgana. It's not so much to kill them, but so that you live.
Yeah. That Boomerang Blade is putting out impressive damage, but I feel like they're just letting Graves and Gangplank put too much counter damage on them.
Well, that and Gangplank being so aggressive, even though they don't have a healer, Sivir can afford to trade, but she's also forced back. She's down almost now exactly 20 CS to the Graves.
Yeah, just earlier she was ahead.
Yeah, I mean she's got kills. Oh, Xin Zhao going in on Teemo again top. That blinding dart and poison going to put some damage back on him.
Look at that Q damage. That's 3 Talon Strike, more than half his health. It's unbelievable. And then Sivir as well, just throwing out the Boomerang Blade again.
Yeah, Sivir already, she had that early kill, gave her the BF sword. And that's really kind of what you have to do. Usually it's bad to rush like the BF sword on a... Oh, that Boomerang Blade almost killing Gangplank. Holy moly. On Sivir, you have to like rush straight damage. Like a lot of AD carries, like you look at Graves, he's got the boots, the 2 Dorn's blades, and a Vamp Scepter. But on Sivir, you really need that straight up damage.
Yeah. The Charm again is going to get spell shielded though, and the Ignite and Ultimate coming out of Morgana. She's going to come back though. Spirit Rush putting out a lot of damage. And Morgana gets a tower hit on Ahri, both backing up a bit.
Yeah, just Ahri is so hard to hit with that skill shot. You know, she's not going to stand there and let you hit her. You gotta almost be anticipate it. Burn some Atium. Or is it Antium?
I think it's Antium.
You know what I'm talking about?
And she's gonna spell what?
That book. Books I'm reading right now. The Mistborn trilogy.
No.
Okay. Well, someone out there might. If you've ever read Mistborn, give me a shout out. Or I'll give you a shout out. Books, man. Books are cool.
Yeah, read pages, words.
Words is fun.
Yeah.
Oh, here comes Cho with a gank on top. He's got the red buff. Teemo not following, but Gangplank laying down the support. That knockback.
See how far it knocks you back?
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's what I like about it. It's just a
Something I didn't really consider is the anti-gank, the potential of that ultimate.
If they don't have a gap closer, they used it already, and he knocks you back. That's a Janna ultimate.
Yeah. Well, look, we've got old school 2-on-2 top here. Both junglers are there with red buff. Oh, meanwhile, Ahri picking up a kill on Morgana. Again, just so slippery.
Like sauce.
Like sauce.
Sauce.
Like white gravy.
Gravy.
Love me some white gravy on chicken fried steak.
Biscuits.
Pepper gravy.
Butter my biscuits. Whoa! Looked like Soraka throwing out 2 bananas at once.
Hacks. Banana hacks.
Banana hacks. OP. The parlay coming out again, damaging Soraka. It's really just passive trading down there.
Yeah, Gangplank, once he's got that Philo Stone, he's just going to spam that parlay all day long. And then when he's hurt, he's just going to eat oranges.
Like that.
And they're so focused on like getting him to stop that Graves can just come in and buckshot all of them.
Yeah, and farm.
Yep, and farm all day. Graves now up to 100 CS at 14 minutes. That's a really good score. Yeah. Cho getting caught at top, having to flash over the wall. That Teemo Mushroom is probably going to save him, though. And it does. Morgana coming. But Cho and Teemo, 2 out of position to capitalize on that. Ooh, Dark Binding just missing. And they go back in on the Morgana. The Mumu ult is going to knock her down. Oh my gosh. The Ignite and Poison on Teemo. On Zinzao might kill him, but no, he's got a health pot.
Meanwhile, bottom with Graves throwing out a buckshot for a double kill. And Ahri's gonna clean up.
Yeah, but see, look at Zinzao can do this. Like, he gets hurt in lane, is forced back. He's just, I'll just go pick up golems. Go back to lane. Everything's fine.
Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm talking about. Because they took his passive health away, and you can spec into an even more powerful healing auto attack passive. He's top lane. He's finally top lane now.
Yeah. He's going to pick up all this farm. If he was someone else, he would have had to go back, and he'd be missing all this.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, this Morgana, though, is just really struggling. Nice hit, but no Tormented Soil to follow it up. Just used it on the minions. But Morgana just struggling against Ahri. Ahri just so mobile, almost impossible to hit with Dark Binding. Like, when does it get to the point against a Soraka lane where you're just like, it's not worth it anymore? You know? Right. Like, you gotta hand it for Gangplank, heart of a champion. He keeps trying. But, here he comes again.
Heart of a champion, man.
Heart of a champion. Nice pink words from Soraka again. That's gonna spot Cho coming down. Nice damage from Buckshot going on to Soraka. The ult almost picking her up. I think another parlay would have killed it. Here comes Ahri, though, to answer for it. Nice charm onto Cho'Gath. The Ignite and the ultimate going to pick him up. Gangplank's ult not going down, not hitting anyone at the moment. Ahri's going to pick up the kill on Graves as well, and this Gangplank is going to die to Sivir's huge AD damage. Wow, that was a good play for purple team.
Yeah, Silver just got a double kill catching up with Graves.
I mean, technically that was a 3v2 or a 3v3. It's a 3v2. Oh, nice bandage onto Morgana. Oh, she has to flash away.
Yeah.
She's in trouble. She's hiding as best she can. Nice dark binding into the ultimate, but Sivir is going to get away. That's such a terrible feeling too when you're hiding by the tower and you know they're all around you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you put up like a pillow fort in between you and the enemy, and you're just like, "Come at me, bro!" But then they just stomp on it and rip up your colorings.
That's when you're like, you know, I should have picked yellow block.
Yeah, it would be so dead.
Yeah, yellow block OP.
I could have flashed back to base.
Yep. Xin Zhao doing his best, but so many mushrooms, plus the ignite. Oh my god! That just happened! Oh my god, I was certain that Xin Zhao would die, but he just comes back and kills Teemo in his face.
3 talent strike, man, just so much burst damage, and then at the same time, down here bottom, we have Gangplank almost falling. And the Amumu ultimate's gonna pick up him.
From Amumu. Almost picking up 2 kills, but they're just gonna have to settle for the Graves.
Oh god.
Did you see Ari kiting those 3 people
Yeah.
that entire time until her team showed up? That's what mobility can give you.
It's absolutely unbelievable. People talk about how mobile she is, but until you see something like that, you just don't understand.
Yeah.
And with Xin Zhao, that's his burst potential. That's how scary he is now. If I look at his which abilities he's spec'd into, I mean 3 talent strike, 75 plus 225 every auto attack, and a knock-up at the end.
Yeah.
His ultimate, 225 plus 90 plus 15% of the target's current health.
Yeah, and it blocks damage too, so...
Yeah.
So it's got everything it used to have, plus it now knocks back.
Yeah.
So
It's a Janna ultimate without the heal, but lots of damage and resists. Oh man. 3 talent strike does damage, finally.
which I kind of like, because Xin Zhao's like the old ultimate, like you would, how many Xin Zhaos would you see dive into a team ult thinking that made them tanky and then they just die?
Yeah. But now you have a Xin Zhao run in, attack like your carry, and then ult, and he just spins that giant spear around. Everyone flies backwards and takes a lot of damage, and it kills your carry. And you're sitting there with your thumb up your butt, just wondering what happened.
Should have picked yellow block.
Should have picked yellow block. Could have exhausted him 50 times.
Gangplank still trying to harass with a parlay. At this point in the game, though, if all he's got is support items, it's not going to do any damage. Morgana a little bit better about hitting those dark bindings, but she's still missing him when it counts. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're going to have to work together as a team to take down that Ahri. She's 6-0, has a death cap, has a revolver, which is something I've dabbled with on Ahri, but you know, if you get spell vamp quints, combine that with her passive, yeah, and you can heal a lot.
Oh man, chunks her down for a lot. Ooh, she landed that one.
And then didn't have the tormented soil to back it up. She just needs to put those spells together. Moo run around in the enemy jungle, crying, looking for a friend. He's got that Sunfire cape already. Always a good choice on a Moo. Oh, chose Q missing. Oh, Ahri diving onto Morgana, picking up the kill while a Moo takes wolves.
Well, top lane, here comes Xin Zhao. He's gonna knock him up and go away. Right on that mushroom. That was odd. That was really odd, but
I think he had just placed that mushroom and it hadn't armed yet. Like he placed it as in charged at him.
The Ricochet going out. You don't want to be around that. Ricochet does crit.
And Sivir Soraka lane is so good because Sivir's main weakness is that
Mana.
her mana. So she's got that infinite mana pool with Soraka. She can just throw boomerangs till she's blue in the face.
Yeah. Thank God do those boomerangs hurt.
Yeah, she's got the Bloodthirster now. Almost fully stacked at 35. While Graves has the same. His is at 29. Graves also has the Cloak of Agility, though. So if he gets some lucky crits, he's going to do a surprising amount of damage. Ari's poking around, looking to dive this Graves. He is in trouble. He's all alone at this bot tower.
Xin Zhao gonna get ulted by Gangplank. Getting a lot of auto attacks from Teemo. Gonna flash when I don't think he needed to.
And meanwhile, on bottom, Ari going in on Graves, and now is legendary that ends Graves. Amumu Sunfire Cape angering the Baron, taking a couple hits before flashing over the wall. Morgana and Teemo and Gangplank probably going to get this top tower, which might not be good for them. I mean, of course they get the gold, but they're just going to release Xin Zhao, and he's going to be free to roam. And
oh, look, the knockback again, saving his life. Huh?
Yeah, that's almost. I mean, that's almost as infuriating as Jax jumping to a minion to get away.
Yeah. Jax flashes, then jumps a minion. That's
so
far.
He just went through over half the map in like 2 seconds.
Joe just kind of sauntering around.
Oh, nice. Amumu catching Teemo being in the bush, but Teemo.
Welcome to Mushroom Kingdom.
Yeah, so many mushrooms. They're everywhere. Mushrooms
everywhere.
Mushroom.
Didn't the dots on mushrooms used to stack?
Yeah, I think they did.
That's you would have a death bush, right? Or you stack 20 of them in there, and it would insta kill you.
Joe's getting pretty big.
Yeah, he is. But will it matter?
Oh, going in on that Gangplank, dying instantly. No, it doesn't matter. 5 people from purple, only 3 people from blue at the same place. That's bad for blue.
Yeah. Xin Zhao showing how much of a man he is. 5-0-2, has Wriggles, Mercs, a BF Sword, and Heart of Gold, while Sivir's just, oh god, she's 7-1-4.
Purple team now pushing the inhibitor turret on top lane. Graves choosing to get the bottom tower. He's being now, but it might be too late. Well, never mind. They're backing out now. Maybe they'll go Baron. It's about that time. They're definitely going to steal blue.
And they are going for Baron. Zen leaps in with his lifesteal and is just attacking so fast.
Morgana almost picking off the blue there at the last second.
Now the charm lands on Gangplank. He gets bursted down.
Oh, that boomerang blade and Orb of Deception. Oh, and here comes the ultimate from Ari. That's a dead Teemo. They get Baron. That's a dead Cho'Gath. And a dead Morgana flashing and then getting knocked up for the kill. That is an ace for purple team. They are so far ahead. And there's the surrender. That was a good fight. But purple team just...
Yeah.
That Xin Zhao.
That Xin Zhao. That Ari. She was 10-0-11.
10-0. Xin Zhao 6-0. Got a lot of perfect scores tonight.
Yeah.
Which doesn't usually happen.
No, never. It hasn't happened, I don't think. At least not so significant like that.
Yellow Summerwind says yellow blocks are OP. Yeah. Yellow block. We need your help.
Kill Darius. He's 15-0.
Yeah. Call yellow block. right, so that was another good game. Now, Ice, are you going to host again for us, or are you going to need to find someone else?
And while we're figuring out who's going to be hosting, for those of you guys still... Oh, while I cut the recording. For those of you guys still watching, if you